Now you may ask yourself, how did I get here? Hi, my name is Spyro. I'm a dragon, and this is my story. Alright, hey everybody, it's time for Metalhead, the final level of the homeworld and the boss level. I think this boss is quite neat, quite unique. And a lot of weird stuff happened and cool stuff happened that I was able to do, so I quite like this level now, actually. So let's get into it. Metalhead 7575. Yeah, so we come in here. We got a castle, Metalhead's like fortress with like electricity stuff. Okay, and swamp, that all fits the theme of the level, and a cool ass crescent moon. Yeah, like some really creepy aesthetic in the background, but that's not really part of inside of the level. You won't really see much of it. That's like a fortress. Yeah, let's get into it. Oh, the monkeys are back with a newfound power of bucket and roll. Oh boy. So yeah, you can stop them if you want to, but you can also just let them go, just like those suicide shamans in the other boss. Yeah, here we are. And the monkeys are back, and the throwing bananas too. The big ones are no different, but the small ones have metal armor this time. Oh, got both of them there. Oh, we can already see a little bit of the background. Yeah. Once we get to the boss, it'll be pretty cool. Oh, they got me good. Quite good, in fact. Wow. Did not expect that. So now there's no dragon in the beginning yet, so I have to quickly do everything again. But no matter, these levels are small. So there's some stuff up there, but it's just too high for us to jump up there. So how do we get there? That'll be for later, I guess. Tried to jump, it was too late. Luckily we got a chicken here. Yeah, blow up nicely. Get rid of these annoying monkeys. I would say monkeys, right? It's not apes because they have tails. I think that's how it works. But I'm no primate expert. Oh, into the chicken? Yikes. Thank you, I guess. Thank you too. Yeah, so when they die even far away, you get their gem or their orby and stuff. Yeah, double KO. Boss levels are usually a little bit harder with the enemies. The boss levels. Remember the dogs and then the first one? Yeah, there's a secret. Because there's some stuff up there. But first let's get the dragon and actually save our progress in case we die.
Metalhead is all charged up to meet you. Attacking the power pole should disrupt his power supply.
So, yeah. Explain the mechanic of the boss, and we can see the boss here already. Ooh, this looks different and interesting. But we'll just hold on a minute, Metalhead. Just keep waiting. I have some things to collect still, and you can see cool Metalhead base background there. Yeah, so you see some chests up there, but how do we get there? It's actually quite a secret. You know, there's this ravine here, this river, and if you see closely, look, there's a, you know, there's just bad stuff, and you know, it's bad water. If you touch it, you die. But that gate is a little bit broken. It's hard to see. And you can land here and go through it. It's a little bit awkward, but yeah. A whole ass secret area. Right here. For the taken. Behind this broken fence. And it's quite hard to find. I would say. You know, in the new version, you have sparks to guide gems. Sparks can find the gems for you and guide you in the right direction, so it will be easier in the Reignited trilogy. But originally, yeah, that's a secret. I like that. Maybe a bit annoying if you're just trying to get all the gems, of course. And instead of just being like a bunch of extra lives or something. So you also got a key. We haven't seen the chest yet, but it's better to get the key now for when we encounter it later. And that's with the whirlwind is how we get up to those extra platforms that we couldn't get to otherwise. And then that's another extra life. Yay! Now we can go forward with all the things collected. All ready to go. You know, it always feels nice to have all your affairs in order before moving on. It's kind of how I work. That's why I couldn't do the boss and come back later. Okay, now the boss. Remember what the dragon said? Destroy the power poles to disrupt the enemy. So this boss is quite interesting. First of all, it uses the monkeys to attack us. It also has like electricity attacks. So these poles, the boss is invulnerable. This is what the first thing you need to know. So destroying all these power poles defeats the boss. The boss you can win this boss fight without doing anything, since all the boss's attacks break the poles. Okay, so that's the first phase. Then we go to the next phase, and oh, T-pose to assert dominance. Dang! I guess, yeah. I'm afraid. That's what happens, right? When you T-pose. Oh, I guess it's fine now. Never mind. Let's leave him be for a little bit. That was too scary. And collect some remaining gems over here. But yeah, as I was saying, as we get that gem in the back there, you can defeat this boss without doing anything, without doing any attacking maneuvers on the poles. The boss can, all the attacks will just destroy the poles itself, but you can charge them yourself also. But the poles go from green to red, and if they're red, they will damage you, and that's not good. That's not what you want. So you have to wait for them to be green, so you can charge them. And the boss throws enemies. Some real enemies, and like a finite number of enemies, as we will find out later. And that was not fair, I think. That's not how things work. That's not how physics work. And that's quite upsetting, because there's a skill point for defeating the boss perfectly without taking damage. So we failed that, and that's quite annoying. So we're not doing much to attack. We're just letting the boss do all the things using the monkeys. Yeah, you can get the monkeys too. The monkeys give gems because there's a finite number of them and they need to be defeated. So that doesn't mean you have to defeat them. Doesn't mean you have to defeat them in the boss, otherwise you can't get them, as we will find out later. The boss dies is in the second phase. There's only, all the other bosses have 3 phases, 3 go-arounds, do their mechanic or chasing after them. But Metalhead only has 2. But it's a quite different, unique boss, and I like his design quite a bit, or its design, their design quite a bit. So that's nice. And as Metalhead dies, so do all the remaining monkeys as well. As we get to the end of the level here with a lot of gems, as usual, the boss levels are pretty short and have a lot of gems in large quantities. Oh, and we can see another secret behind the waterfall. Of course, an acid waterfall, I guess, but still a waterfall, so there's bound to be a secret behind them, right? Yeah. Of course, that's where we will need our key as well. As I forgot to get one more gemmy, and those 2 hidden chests there, they're sneaky. as Insomniac does. Some remaining pickup gems from the enemies that died a little bit far away. As we go behind the waterfall to collect our final gems. That's right. Now we've collected all 500 gems in this level, and now the shenanigans can truly begin. Oh yes, I'm excited. You can see there's a lot of time left in the video still because I was able to find some nice stuff, and I feel very happy about that. So first of all, we need to get our skill points by defeating the boss perfectly, which is not taking damage that depots to certain dominance. Just not take damage. You can't even take damage from the poles, I think. It doesn't have to be, so it's... Or the enemies, I think, is all related attacks to the boss. Yeah, something like that. But anyway, just don't take damage and bye-bye. There we go, her skill points. Only one dragon, and we got all 100%, so this level complete. We're 71% through. There we go. So a lot of skill points left, but pretty much all in Dreamweavers. 4 of the 5 remaining. Or 5 or the 6 remaining? You know what I mean. And here we see all these orbs suddenly, like, huh? Yeah, that's from the enemies that the boss throws at you. So, but we're gonna explore that a little bit more further, because wouldn't it be interesting to get to the enemies while they're still alive? No. First, a small shenanigany, where we use the whirlwind to get up here and try to do a little bit more on the upside, but the upside, you know, on top of here, but just Spyro goes a little bit through it, but that's fine. So we want to get through to the enemies while the boss is still alive, because if the boss is dead, then the enemies die. So I think you can also do it by like killing the boss and then saving and respawning, and then the enemies will still be alive. Maybe maybe it was an older version, but you can also do it like this by gliding through the top on one of the, thankfully, very sloped sides. But the right side is not that great. You can kind of get stuck. So we tried the left side. The left side does work, so great. Unfortunately, we took too long, and the boss already threw all the enemies. So, whoops. But still, we got up here, and enemies are gone now. And we, you know, Metalhead T-pose us to assert dominance, but we have the last laugh. Let's say we have the last laugh for you. We have behind this invulnerable door. Metalhead still attacks us, but nothing, can't do anything. Yes. Yes. Who is the boss now? Nope. Okay. And then you can see all the crystals, or the orbs that they drop. They kind of get accumulated all in one spot, and they like you can collect them all at once, and they stack up. It's kind of funny. That's the boss. That's the boss gets us. But now let's try doing it a little faster, so that the enemies are still alive. So we get up here. It's harder than it looks, but we get up there quickly this time, and see, enemies are still alive. Like, now we can explore how this mechanic works, how this mechanic really works. So we saw some enemies in the back already, and here grabs it, and then the next one comes, appears, and stands in the position. Oop. But they get dragged off. Normally you're not supposed to see this, and here they are, all waiting. Not aggressive. They're totally fine here, and a finite number of them. Like, they could have like spawned infinitely, maybe even, but they didn't. They just hang out here, like you know, like an 8-ish of them, and we can just hang out with them. Like, they won't attack us at all. They're just waiting to be thrown. Joe, you're happy here. As the boss is not attacking us if we're too far away, so it doesn't throw the enemies right now. Don't know why Spyro decided to take down the big monkeys. They didn't do anything wrong. But now we can explore. There's no more enemies there now. Oh, or there was, or there isn't. I don't know. Things are getting funky now. So yeah, the enemies stay back there, but they do like teleport in to get closer, and then they walk up. So we can take a closer look at that. Okay, next one is supposed to come now. They're not moving. Okay. The other one's being thrown. Oh, yeah. Of course. And then, yeah, they come in. Of course, no blame to the devs to cut corner here and not animate that perfectly, because who cares? As we defeat the enemy, as is being thrown, and weird stuff happens. Wow. And we get double the orb, I think, even. Nice. Great. Nice roll. So now let's explore the slopes a little further, because I think there's some power here. So even we're up now already, and we can use the slope to go up even further. So yes, great. This one is more easier, as we wait for us to push us up. Yeah, there we go. Now we're on like a invisible platform, like kind of hidden one, just one layer up. Not where we're supposed to be, for sure. Yeah, I kind of already see a little bit through the world there. Yeah, as I'm careful here because I didn't want to fall off and start over. But it's fine. It's actually a pretty okay platform to walk on. Yeah, some stuff doesn't have collisions, but that's of course. Who would expect Spyro to get up here? Who would expect Jaffe to get up here? But here we are. Yeah, some stuff. But overall, this is still some collisions here, so we're not out of bounds yet. So we have to go a little bit further. The left side doesn't work, or that side doesn't work. This side, however, does. Oh yes, we made it out of bounds and out of bounds of the level, kind of, because now there's all water, and oh god, there's all water. Dang, what do we do? The entire level is surrounded by water, so how can we fall through the world? The answer to that is keep trying and going out of bounds already and find a spot where the water doesn't actually work. Oh yeah. Now I can see the door there on the bottom of the level. Nice. Yeah. Metalhead level. Nice. Sorry for the bouncing up and down. That's because the glide auto centers the camera and I'm trying to look up. But yeah, you can see the entire level from here. Nice. And we made it all the way out of bounds, under the world. Finally! I was missing this view quite a bit. So now, we're just gonna keep falling, right? What's gonna happen? That's a good question. But we're gonna explore it and see where we'll end up. Now, suddenly, it's getting brighter. Oh god, it's getting brighter. I guess we're... Heaven? God? Jesus, is that you? Is this the end? Or, no, it just got brighter because we're closer to the moon? I don't know. As probably just the filter or the lighting, we passed it. And then here we see the moon now. We're now totally free, pretty much. We go a little further and you can see the blue is starting to come in more and more. So things are happening. It's getting less pinkish, and now like the greenish turquoise-ish is coming in. But moon, I want to defeat the moon. I want to get to you, moon, and defeat you. And now the stars are rising like a macro reactor, and then oh, blue suddenly, pink, blue. What's going on? Oh, the moon is being erased. We did it. We did it, moon. Screw you, moon. You're done. We erased the moon. There. That's right. Take that, moon. You punk. And oh boy, Orb Zone. Yes, we made it back to Orb. This level does have an orb. Great. Not really. Well, orb does. I mean, it's the skybox. It's not really an orb like the portal orbs, but still nice to look at. Very pinkish. And now we're in the blue zone, so just go back around and around. This is pretty much the end of what we can do here. We can just fall forever. But if we flame, we make everything go dark? Question mark? For some reason? Yeah, I guess so. Isn't this opposite of what fire or flame would do? I guess yes, but we're in the upside down now. The laws don't count for anything anymore. So yeah, light them up. Yeah, nice. Out of bounds, but we were gonna be stuck there forever. I was there for like 10 minutes, 20 minutes. So that's all we could do. But nice. 8,000 gemmies now. That'll be it for Metalhead and the Beastmaker's world. Next will be the Dreamweaver's Homeworld. That'll be exciting. The last full world, but penultimate homeworld, really. So I'll see you next time for that. Bye bye!